I started to have night sweats and pain on my sides. We went and got that checked with my doctor. It was a stage 4 mantle cell lymphoma.
This disease is not curable. Median survival of this disease is between 4 to 6 years.
My wife and I held each other and cried. We were hanging on to hope and medicine. He said, you know, there's a clinical study at Sylvester, and you would be a perfect candidate for that.
When I have seen him first time in the clinic, it was clear to me that he needs to be hospitalized immediately. This is a difficult trial with long hospitalization.
When we came here, one of the first things I saw wrapped around the cancer center was the DCC. And that's what motivated me here to keep moving forward. It didn't have the sterility of a hospital, but it had a place where you're in this race, we're in this race with you.
I had not heard about the DCC until Mike approached me that he wanted to ride and put my name on his back.
I had never even really heard of the DCC. There was a gentleman from our church named Andy Weisenborn who heard I was a rider, and he started coming to me and saying, hey, I want you to do this ride with me. And that's when I did decide to do my first ride. The first year we started a list of people that were either fighting cancer or had lost that battle to cancer. I carry it in my jersey, that's why it's a little beat up, and then during the course we kind of pray for these people is what we do. Andy had the heart of a lion and probably the most encouraging human being I could think of. He'd see a rider slowing down and looking tired, and he'd be, are you okay, are you okay? And nobody knew Andy at that point was fighting cancer. At some point he said he wasn't going to ride, and that just didn't sit well with me at all. I did the 50 miles and I picked Andy up. It was our goal to get him across the finish line. It meant the world to me. I think it meant a lot to Andy. I'm hoping it meant something to someone else along the way.
Those who participate in the DCC, whether they are cancer survivors who are participating in it, or whether they are folks like Mike and Dee Dee who are selfless and just want to raise the funds and give, I want them to know that I am a recipient, I am eternally grateful, I am living proof that the DCC does help people live and survive and get a second chance. Because without a clinical study, you are hopeless, really. You are experiencing the latest that science has to offer, and is on the cutting edge of that. And the team was amazing. The nurses, the hospitalist, the doctor were constantly in contact with us. By the second infusion, I was already in remission.
The fact that he's made it now to 3 years, it is a miracle.
It's overwhelming. You know, when you're pedaling and riding those symbolic miles and then being able to hear that it affects somebody we know directly is awesome.
We're not medical people, I'm not a doctor. Knowing the money that we've raised and Team Faith has raised over the years went to Eddie is just kind of pretty amazing to know.
As a recipient of that, I am eternally grateful. I'm going to participate this time, and I'll raise a lot of funds.
The event is incredible. It's a celebration of life. 100% of the proceeds for DCC goes to clinical trials. That's amazing. We are so eternally grateful for the research that's being done.
I'm feeling great about the success. I have multiple success in these trials, but at the same time, there is also the need to improve. To run clinical trial, you need money.
Come out and ride, raise some funds for something that's an amazing cause and a load of fun. Even if you're not a bike rider, it's one pedal at a time. Andy got me started. I'm not gonna stop. We still ride in his memory.
I am so grateful to them, not just for their friendship and their love, but just for their drive to be selfless and to serve others. And it works because of the Dolphin Cancer Challenge.